Hello, everybody. Hey, it's Rob at Old Style Classics Baseball Cards. It's now August 31st, last day of August, um, 3:20 a.m. And I want to send a quick shout out and happy birthday to my girl Debbie Gibson. So, if you remember Debbie Gibson from the late 80s and the 90s, um, Pop Princess. Just went and seen her last year, got to meet her, and it's her birthday. So happy birthday, Debbie Gibson. Used to have a crush on her when I was in high school, and I finally got to see her like 36 years later, 34, something like that, all these years later, and got to meet her, pictures with her, and all that. So that's pretty cool. So once again, quick shout out and happy birthday to Debbie Gibson. So there's at that concert when I was there seeing her. When was this? View from my seat. She actually came up there during the concert and grabbed my hand. There's her little set list. And stage setup. Me there before the show. A little bit of her dancing around doing something. So anyway, then I went backstage after buying some stuff, and there I got to meet her. So she's signing my ticket stub. Hardly wearing much there. Kind of like a deer in the headlights. And so there we get to meet. She's taller than I expected, but super sweet, very nice. Still very pretty. So there we go. And she signed my ticket stub. Had her do it in green because it matched her latest album, which I got there signed, which I'll show at some point in time. So once again, happy birthday to Debbie Gibson. I believe she would be 54, I'm thinking. So hey everybody, welcome to Old Style Classics Baseball Cards. I got a follow-up video from yesterday's video. Like, subscribe, send people my way, share, leave messages, all that kind of stuff. So the last video I did some Diamond Kings and the Cracker Jack cards. So I was going through and looking for more Gypsy Queens to put in its own 5,000 card box. And when I was doing that, I came across some of the other Cracker Jack stuff that I wanted to show. Here's that sticker. We showed these in the last episode that I pulled. This is from Topps, the hobby set, not from Cracker Jack that you get with the popcorn. I got a couple of these checklists. So while I was doing that, I did find I bought these at the card shop up in the Peninsula. Peninsula Sports Cards, I believe, because I had never gotten one. I just bought a few packs, and that's where these came from. And so I got a Troy Gloss Relic, and as you can see, it's the same size as the Cracker Jack cards, and the Cracker Jack cards are the same size as the 1914, 1915 Cracker Jacks. So I just bought this because I like old style classics baseball cards. And then I also picked this one up, Jorge Posada. So there you go, Yankee fans. Hey, if I speak too slow for you or I'm too monotone, go ahead and set your settings to 1.25 or 1.5 on the speed of this video, and then I might sound a little bit more normal. Alright, so I just wanted to update you on those Cracker Jacks. So that's cool. And then I did find a ton, or well, I found some more stuff to show you guys from basically what I was showing you in the last video. These all fell over, so bear with me a second, people. Trying to get this out. Alright, so hang on a second. Alright, people, sorry about that. Thanks for hanging in there. Had a little bit of a fight with these cards. I couldn't get my hands around them without them falling all over the place. So this is basically what the regular cards look like for Diamond Kings. So I did come across some more Diamond Kings. So there's an artist proof of Kyle Lewis, and there's the backs. Then they have like the Art of Hitting insert, Miguel Cabrera. We're just going to kind of zip through these, folks, because I've got a lot of stuff to get to. I'm trying to do a super old style classics episode here because I got a lot of updates for multiple sets. Gallery of Stars, Lou Gehrig. If you'd like to read that. I do have a whole stack of Gypsy Queens, which we won't get to. So really quick, there's a Miguel Cabrera. So Miggy. Aaron Judge, and I had a whole bunch of rookies set off to the side. Aaron Judge, since he's on fire, we're going to show him. Joey Votto. Babe Ruth. And Mr. Mookie Betts again. So the reason I'm showing you that stuff is because in regular Panini Dunross, they also do Diamond Kings, and so like here's one of the from Dunross. So they also do Diamond Kings, but it's different than the Diamond King brand that I just showed you. But they do have Diamond Kings as inserts into Dunross, just like the original Dunross. But you can tell the difference between that and that logo there. But still, there are regular ones, not like this Bob Feller here is a foil refractor. So it's cool, but it's not technically Diamond King brand, but there are Diamond Kings in there. And they do have other insert cards. Like there's that artist proofed again of Ozzie Smith, but I believe that was the one we just picked up that was numbered 49 there. So just figured I'd show that really quick again. And then they also do these original Diamond Kings, but old school style. So they do these very old school, like an old tobacco kind of set versions, like Acuna Jr. there. So that's pretty sweet. That's pretty cool. And then they just have different stuff like the Freddie Freeman on the aficionado, Drew Ellis on these ones, whatever this one is. I'm not sure what those are labeled as. They're kind of like a black and white. And that would be Alejo Lopez. Then, so the reason why I have all these is because other than the Freddie Freeman there, I had set aside all my rookies. Well, at some point in time, I put a bunch of rookies off to the side. So Reese Knner, Seth Bear, rookie card. It's got a little street going on there in the background. Seth Bear, Vidal Pruan, Edwin Cabrera, and these are from 2022. Hans Kraus, Chris McCormick, Otto Lopez. You see the rookie logo up there. So those are some base ones. Then these colorful ones, there's Kevin Smith, rookie. I'm not sure which one's kind of like splash color, but that's Upper Deck. Camilo Doval, Camilo, Riley Adams, Shane Boz. Pretty nice. Shane Boz. Then Galleries of Stars, Mike Trout. And a couple cool ones, Aaron Judge. Fernando Tatis Jr. on the artist proof there. Another one of these of Mike Trout. It's pretty cool. I love these old style classics cards, so I guess I'm a decent fan of Diamond Kings. It's probably my favorite of the Panini sets. Back to the rookies, Trent Grisham, 2020. Brock Burke. Sam Hillard, the artist proof, short print. Sean Murphy. Jonathan Hernandez. AJ Puck. Jesus Luzardo. Cards don't stick together, but they don't slide apart when you're trying to pull them apart. Rico Garcia. So just an extension of that last episode, people. Albert Alzolay. I don't know if he's with the Cubs anymore, but the Cubs won today. So we're on fire, people. We're doing really good. They're playing the Nationals. So they just managed to hang on. Michael King. Debbie Gruen. Bruce Brustar. Gratro. Whatever. Justin Dunn. Joe Palumbo. Alright, then this year, Abel de los Santos, 2019. David Fletcher. Please pause this if you ever want to see more of these cards, or leave me a comment if I went too fast and you want to see one of them. Brad Keller. Bryce Wilson. Jeff McNeil. Okay, so that is, I pulled out of my box that had a bunch of rookies, and then that's the most recent paper framed one I found. Josiah Gray was in there with them because it's a rookie. So along with that Ichiro, the 2 Jordan rookie cards. Alright folks, now we're going to get on to some of the Diamond King hits. We're going to do Diamond King hits now. And this first one is something else, people. Oh my god, these cards are flying all over the place, people. Sorry. Alright, this first one, Jersey Kings, Chris Sale. And if you notice, the jersey's missing. That's how I pulled it out of the pack. Missing jersey. I think that's happened to me twice. I think once it happened maybe in Allen and Ginter, some other set. But the Chris Sale, which is, he was a solid pitcher at the time, and it's missing the jersey. So I guess you can go and complain to Panini, that's 2021, and maybe they would replace that. But to me, that's kind of, it's kind of a short print. So it's a hit without the hit, and it actually came that way. So I kind of think that's cool. So yeah, I don't think it's worth the trouble. I think it's kind of better as more of a story, you know, to talk about. Reese Kenner, San Diego, a couple pinstripes there. Dual Relic, and that is from 2022. So I don't know if he's still around, but that's a pretty nice one. These are in no order, people. I just took them as they are. Aaron Nola, so that's a good one. Mr. Aaron Nola. 2020 as well. So pretty sweet with the pinstripe. Steven Strasberg with that kind of that exposure negative or something like that. 2020 Panini. He was a solid pitcher there. And then Alec Bohm with the dual relic. So that's pretty sweet for you Phillies fans like Michael and them. Dual relic, tiny ones, but that's okay. Doesn't really matter. So Alec Bohm. This one's a beauty, people. 7 of 25. Randy Arozarena, dual patch relic. And I believe I pulled this from a blaster probably. It was definitely retail. There's no way I bought hobby at the time, I don't think, unless they were selling them in single packs at the card shop. But Randy Arozarena, look at that. That's a beauty. Alright, then here's the minis that I ordered off of eBay. They got these paper framed. It's kind of like the mini framed relics from Allen & Ginter, but it's a paper on the front, like typical frame. Dave Winfield, Hall of Famer there, and they just used to have some of the best minis. Just some of the best minis, and then the back was a plastic frame, just like Allen & Ginter. And that one was 71 of 99 of Dave Winfield. I have other episodes showing these cards if you want to go in the past and see if you can find those. Greg Maddux with that super cool kind of waffle design or honeycomb design on whatever cloth that is. Diamond King 2015. Let's see, Dave Kingman was 2016. And then here we go, another one. So this makes me question whether this should have been framed or not. And somebody took it out, I don't know. But Edwin Escobar with the patch relic on a mini, people, rookie card. So I don't know whatever happened with him, but 8 of 25. So that's just a beautiful, beautiful relic. $2015, I believe. Yep. Then Ryan Braun with that gold. That's super sweet. That's nice relic, different. 47 of 99. Ryan Braun. Then another one, Madison Bumgarner. Just napkin relic, but I like those framed ones. And 40 of 49, and he's a great postseason pitcher. Alright, then a full-size relic. Curtis Terry, Minnesota. There you go, Minnesota, just patch relic. And that is 2022 Panini Diamond Kings. So that's more recent. Alright, now to some bigger hits. Dual patch relic. Autograph. Josh Lowe. Josh Lowe. 2022. So sticker autographs. Dual relic autograph. Brian Abreu. That nice orange patch in there. And he is for Houston, I believe. Yep, Houston, 2020. Brendan McKay, same, dual color. So it did pretty good on these in the past. 2020 was a pretty good year. I mean, you get pictures and stuff like that, but that's still pretty cool. Stuff was still pretty cheap back then. And Spencer Howard, so not bad. Spencer Howard, dual, 2021. few more to go. The recent one we just picked up, Gavin Lux from 2020. I did pick up that Relic with that one, the Max Muncy. And then probably the coolest card that I've got that I pulled my own self, and he used to be on the Cubs at the time, was this dual patch Relic autograph 10/15 Victor Carantini. So he was one of our catchers for a while. He's been traded around. I'm not sure where he's landed now. But Victor Carantini, 10/15. Look at that look at that patch. That's just beautiful. Epic. Wonderful card. So I'm gonna pause you for a second. Alright, thanks folks. So I also want to update you guys on my turkey reds. I'm not going to show the box loader right now, but I did show how I got the on-card autograph of Zach Jackson. Then I had the red for Atkins. I did come across this Relic. So I did have a turkey red Relic. So Chipper Jones. So that's super cool. I think I probably picked that up at the card shop as well. But so got Chipper Jones on these old style classics baseball card tobacco cards. And that also came along with these, you know, these original ones that Topps did back in the day. And this one is the basketball set from 2006. So we're just going to show you the fronts of these again. That one's really nice. Now you can go back and watch that episode where I show these cards in more detail. Williams. Alright, getting some focusing issues here. Thomas. Mason. That guy. This guy. Just gonna zip through these because I got a stack of them. Hawkins. There's an old school one. Morley. Prince. So those are the NBA ones. Ellis. Todd Helton. Mulder. Wilkerson. Young. Vasquez. Morris. Posednik. Green. Belliard. Velazquez. Wilkerson, so I guess got some doubles there. Lopez. Tejada. Giambi. A checklist card in the hole. Ripken Jr. Kane, Matt Kane, rookie card. The red short print Sizemore. Randy Johnson as a Yankee, which I still don't remember that. Webb. Gomez. And then these ones are from 2007. Cole Hamels without, it's not the same texture. Adam Dunn. Jesus. Jermaine Dye. Beautiful cards. Jim Tomei. Abner. Jeff Kent. Ordonez. And then some more recent insert cards from like Flagship from 2020. So they did inserts. Castillo. Arenado. Altuve, Rosario, and then if you got lucky you get a chrome like this Chris Bryant here. So beautiful cards, super glossy. So wanted to update those as well. Let's see, so we did Cracker Jack, we did Diamond Kings. I got those, and then I got these. Let's see here. Alright. So then what I was telling you about these old school cards, like the Turkey Reds, that Upper Deck, not to be undone, got in on the fun. And these cards I never even knew about, folks. I did show these before, but these are super cool. They're in the style from 2005, so they are definitely in the style of like what you would think a mini framed card would be, because they printed it to look like it was a mini framed card, but it's actually a full-size card. And that was Upper Deck 2005 did these Old Judge cards. So Old Judge, these are just beautiful. And so that is not a mini card in there, that's just part of the card, and that's just the way they printed it. So Ernie Banks, and they even did a good job with that little border. Almost looks empty, but you can't see my finger back there. So Ernie Banks, Origins Baseball. So that's what it was. It was called Origins Baseball Set, so they had kind of like archives, how they had some different designs in there. But these Old Judge ones are super cool. Those are based on the 1800 tobacco cards. There you go, Monty Irvin. And you gotta love that green as well. Monty Irvin. And then of course I had to get Ichiro. We love Ichiro around here. Ichiro Suzuki. And then they had some relics. So there we go, Kerry Wood. Great Chicago Cub. Kerry Wood. 20 strikeouts in one game his rookie season. So he's tied with the record for most strikeouts in a game. And then of course the great Greg Maddux, Hall of Famer. Greg Maddux, beautiful napkin relic. Kerry Wood's one's a little nicer with the blue, but Greg Maddux is a Hall of Famer. So that is super cool as well. So we've got you on these old school ones, so we'll hang on one more second. And since I did show you the T205s the other day because I wanted to show you the mini, I did come across some of my early T206s. So this is Boomer Wells, 2002. Topps 206. Always want to say T206. So that's what I'm saying. They did them in like 2000, like 1, 2, somewhere around here. And then they did it again in like 2009 and 10, something like that, with minis. These early ones kind of look a little better, I think, but then the ones, I'll show you an example. The second round wasn't as nice. The minis were okay, but now they have the online exclusives. So there you go, Barry Bonds, Topps 206. These are the ones I believe I got in Venice or LA, what I was telling you about, by the Costco. Todd Helton, Topps 206. Dye as in Oakland, we just saw him. And the other set, Jermaine Dye, Jordan, not Michael, but Brian Jordan, Barry Zito. So they're cool cards. I just, you know, it's filtered to make it look like a T206, but they don't do a great job. I mean, they're pretty nice, but they work in the minis, not as great in the big cards. But this one's a lot nicer than I think like the 2010 Armando Bennett's, Hall of Famer Larry Walker. So I just want to get through these, then on Mauer. Then I can show you, I got a stack of Gypsy Queens again because I just went through a whole lot. Gomez, Johnny. Alright, this one's cool. They're based on the old school, but See, they just start to blur when you get them bigger. But that's got a different back, so that's short print back. The American baseball, so I like that spelling and design. That's pretty cool. And then Collins. And then these are the thicker short prints. Oh, so Scott Rowland there, Hall of Famer. So they're twice as thick. Chipper Jones, Hall of Famer. They kind of got that kind of the T205-ish kind of look there with the bats. Another Hall of Famer, Todd Helton. Then I came across a Derek Jeter on the T2 Topps 205s. So these ones are really pretty. The 205s I like better than the 206s. Although this set of 206s weren't too bad. Then we got these ones that we already showed you. You can go back and look at the last few episodes where I did show these. And then here we have one of the later ones. Now this is a short print like the thicker cards that I just showed you. So normally this season, which is the 2009, so they came back in like 2009, 2010, I believe. And they each pack came with a mini, just like Allen and Ginter. And they were supposed to look more like a real T206 compared to these early ones that came out in 2002. But they just don't look as good on the full-size card. The minis look pretty cool. But the full-size cards not so much, so I think that's why Topps 205 and 206 really didn't make it as a product on the shelf. But when Topps finally just, people liked the minis, and so now they went like 6 or 7 years again without 206s, and then they brought them back as an online exclusive to get the tobacco minis, and that's been pretty popular, sells out. And so they look cool. But these ones, the base ones would look just like this, except it would have a white border and it would be thinner. So there it is. So nevertheless, I do have a lot more of these to show you. I could probably show you these gold ones, the short prints compared to some regular ones. But one of the next things I have to do besides the Gypsy Queens, and just like the Diamond Kings, I do have some relics and some autographs of these from Topps 206. And Topps 206, the autographs were mini framed mini framed cards, kind of like Allen and Ginter autographs. So that will be one of the next things we do, so I'm glad to get that stuff out of the way. Thanks for watching Old Style Classics baseball cards. So hope you enjoyed that. Some Topps 206, some Cracker Jacks, some Diamond Kings, and all that. Oh yeah, and the old Judges. Alright people, tell me what you think. Pretty cool stuff in my opinion. These are the kind of cards I like. Alright people, see you later.